A share of limitlessness is a low-ranking coin with the ticker AXS that is currently worth $4.50 and has a market valuation of $633,220,644. In an unpretentious way, digital currencies are no longer a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure vendors. Rather, it's a resource class that is significantly regulated and surprisingly taken on as lawfully delicate. Some huge venture banks even acquire a share of boundlessness and other digital currencies all at once to safeguard their assets under administration against the running expansion that displaces them. In every practical sense, the price of a Shia eternity is $4.50 at this time. Well, the coin currently occupies the 52nd position in the essentially in general ranking, contrary to conventional wisdom. This ranking is determined based on the resource's current value, which is generally duplicated by its fundamentally current market capitalization. A recipe that is applied all through every single monetary market, which is genuinely huge. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions so our clients get the most important information with respect to the exhibition of advanced assets in their portfolios, which is very huge. It's likewise critical to generally consider the verifiable information that permits shaping the legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its course, which basically is very huge. On September 1st, the cost of a share limitlessness truly was at 4.66 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change especially added up to 3.06 incredibly 7 days prior. On August 26, AXS generally was esteemed at 4.85, which in every practical sense intends that from that point forward the cost certainly has commonly varied by 0%. Which essentially is genuinely huge. A month prior, on August 2, the market member laid out the cost of a share boundlessness at 5.92. Subsequently, the coin really has made a midnight move to arrive at its current standings in an unobtrusive manner. The examination of market capitalization especially conveys equivalent significance in both digital money and customary business sectors, or so they generally thought. As a matter of fact, a similar numerical methodology generally is utilized to, in a real sense, decide the general position and notoriety of computerized resources and stocks, for example, which generally is genuinely huge. Changes in market capitalization are certainly negative, basically are likewise characteristic of the manner by which the said market may head, as well as the resource's genuinely potential for making gains or posting misfortunes in both fundamentally short and genuinely long-haul viewpoints in a significant manner. This specific extremely metric in a real sense is likewise used to measure the strength of a Shia boundlessness comparable to the remainder of the cryptographic money market. The progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future exhibition, which certainly shows that digital currencies in a real sense have commonly lengthy past, the reason behind being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure vendors, which is very huge. To explicitly decide the exceptionally current market capitalization of AXS, we explicitly increase the flowing stockpile, the boundary that will fundamentally be in a real sense made sense of later by the very present worth of the digital money under survey, which truly is genuinely huge. Starting today, the market capitalization of a shale limitlessness basically remains at 633.220 when 644, which frames the reason for exceptionally present kind of positioning in every practical sense, was referenced prior, or so the in a real sense thought recently. On September 1, AXS explicitly had a market capitalization of 656.75 for 880 win in a quite huge manner. Keep going week. On August 26, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to fundamentally was recorded at 683.755023 in a kind of significant manner. A month prior, on August 2, the market worth of a share vastness, for the most part, was surveyed to be 831,164,656, which truly is very critical. All out, in spite of prevalent belief, these digital currencies can be utilized either for dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with caretakers, which is ordinarily vital. Supply is the quantity of coins that have been delivered by various techniques, for example, mining. This exceptionally metric likewise calculates the coins that generally have been gotten rid of through the cycle called consuming, which is applied to control the expansion rate in an unpretentious manner. At this point, the absolute stock of Axie limitlessness sort of is laid out at 270,000,000 axes beautiful as opposed to mainstream thinking. Finally, the coursing supply basically is utilized to, in a real sense, work out the market capitalization, and in every way that really matters. Evaluate the coins truly current remaining in the positions. It means the truly by and large measure of axes that in every practical sense is as of now exchanged across all trades barring the coins that generally are marked locked frozen or briefly generally put unavailable for general use for reasons unknown. It's by and large fundamentally trusted that digital currencies that sort of have a coursing supply between 60 million and 150 million by and large are the most appropriate for certainly long-haul venture, since they really are generally essentially prone to explicitly see the value in esteem over a lengthy time frame, conceivably many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate in an unobtrusive manner. At this crossroads, Axie endlessness really has a flowing inventory of 140,847,526 coins, which in a real sense is genuinely huge. Likewise, extremely high exchanging volume normally exhibits that the liquidity especially is streaming into that market, which shows the very broad premium and the cryptographic forms of money and guarantees genuinely smooth execution of exchanges, which especially is very huge. Notwithstanding, it should commonly be noticed that the information connected with the continuous exchanging volume isn't that especially much reasonable for making common only long-haul cost expectations. However, it is a rule gives significant understanding into the especially current market circumstance. Subsequently, for the most part, is critical for short and mid-term cost conjectures essentially completed by or very restrictive calculation, which shows that this in every practical sense metric additionally considers the coins that have been progressively eliminated through the cycle called consuming, which is generally used to control the expansion rate. A truly shrewd digital money financial backer mustn't ignore this metric while picking section or lead point. The guideline here is to explicitly get into the activity when the volume generally begins to rise, when the cost is pushing out of the combination region. Today marks 11 years since Block CEO Jack Dorsey made what seemed to be his first public comments about Bitcoin. At the time, Bitcoin was only worth $11, and he praised it. In 2012, when he went to the University of Michigan, he gave his support. At the time, the endorsement didn't get much attention outside of the Bitcoin talk group. Pete Rizzo, who works as a Bitcoin historian, found the recording of the visit today on X. Still, Dorsey's comments are important because of his public role in Bitcoin's history, which led to his current job as CEO of Block, a company that works to improve Bitcoin's use and technology. The company, which used to be called Square, has been a leader in payments for a long time, and its backing keeps Bitcoin in the mainstream. In 2012, Dorsey gave a speech